Beautiful highlights of Christian Rasmussen's amazing pass on four-time champion Alex Palau to take the win. That was late in the race. Christian Rasmussen put on a new set of tires. Palau had a set of used tires, and boy, did it really work for Ed Carpenter Racing. Palau did come home second. Scott McLaughlin came home third for another highlight, and two races in a row now for Penske. Powers went in Portland, and McLaughlin here at Milwaukee. So let's take a look at your finishing final results. As we said, the top three, Christian Rasmussen, Alex Palau, and Scott McLaughlin. Alexander Rossi in fourth, a great finish for him. Pato Award with fifth place there. Christian Lundgaard, the second McLaren as well, teammates there in sixth. And you got Newgarden. Newgarden was coming up fast, but had a bit of a problem in one of his stops. That kind of put him back. David Malukas was hounding and made a great pass on Palau, and then Palau made another great one to take him back early in the race. Then fell a lap back because of a mistimed pit stop and a bobble in their pit stop that caused them an extra long time. He got a lap down, but managed to come back into eighth place. Maybe there is something for Penske putting David Malukas on their team next year. Scott Dixon, again, the legend in the top 10, and a fine finish there for Marcus Armstrong, Meyershank Racing. And it was announced that Marcus Armstrong will race again in 2026 for Meyershank Racing. And the rest of the field, Colton Herta, the Andretti cars just nowhere to be found this weekend. Kyle Kirkwood right there next to Herta. Connor Daly, Santino Ferrucci, those two don't like one another, but they seem to always be running next to one another. Rinus VK, Devlin DiFrancesco, Louis Foster, Robert Schwartzman. Again, the third Andretti car there, and Marcus Ericsson, and there may be some changes coming to Andretti Racing next year. Kiffin Simpson and the third Ganassi there didn't have a very good day. Jacob Abel moved up nicely. Rosenquist had problems. Stingray Rob. Graham Rahal had a spin, but managed to recover. Kayam Ilott. Will Power had issues, and you saw Nolan Siegel's accident there on the start of the second lap. Top five, as we said, for Alexander Rossi, who finished fourth. His second top five in a row, and Ed Carpenter Racing making a nice surge here towards the end of the season. All right, race winners so far this year with only one race to go. 16 races down, one more in Nashville, which is coming up this weekend, and then IndyCar is done for 6 months. A bit ridiculous. We've talked about the schedule before. I don't like it, but they're going to be off for 6 months, and it really makes people forget about IndyCar because, hey, oh yeah, IndyCar racing. They'll be talking about it, in January of 2026. Championship standings. Well, Alex Palau continues. Obviously, he's already clinched. You can see he's 165 points over Pato Award, Scott Dixon, Lundgaard, Kirkwood, Herta, Armstrong, Power, Rosenquist, and McLaughlin. That's your top 10. Pato Award with that finish at Milwaukee he will clinch second in the championship. He was actually celebrating about that. That's kind of a good thing, but it also means he was the first loser of the season. So a great day for the man from Denmark, from Copenhagen, 25-year-old Christian Rasmussen, winning the Snap-on Milwaukee 250. He really, really liked that trophy. So happy podium right here. Rasmussen, McLaughlin, and Palau there in Milwaukee. The next race is this weekend, as we said, Nashville coming up, and there's the Ed Carpenter boys. Another oval. This team runs very well in the ovals. Maybe Rossi will grab a win. Maybe Rasmussen his second. Who knows? All right, let's get right into the rumors and the news. First off, Prima Racing. Prima Racing's IndyCar future is uncertain. They're the brand new team this year. Came in being the 26th and 27th entries for IndyCar. There was always a solid 25 with some, one-offs here. Of course, Indianapolis is an exception. People enter extra cars, and there's always, a field of 33 or more trying to qualify. Prima Racing needs sponsorship. Would you like to sponsor an IndyCar? Contact Prima Racing. Look them up. They're based in Indianapolis.